Hey, welcome to how to set up a LAMP stack using a Ubuntu server. So in this series of videos, I'll be covering why you should even bother with Linux, setting up the requirements to set up a LAMP server, configuring that server, and then testing out that server and making sure that's working properly. So it's going to be broken up into a couple videos, so you got to make sure you follow all the videos through so you can get this whole entire thing to work. So what is exactly that we're going to be building? Well, let me go ahead and draw it out for you guys. It's called client to server architecture. So if you guys are not familiar with this, it is pretty much what we use on the web all the time. So this is the server and this is my client. And what happens is the client makes requests to the server and the server responds to the client with information relating to whatever the client asked for. So in this tutorial, we'll be covering how this actually happens from the client side all the way up to the server side. And the reason why we're going to be using a LAMP stack and a virtual instance of this server over here is because what we want is when we want to build this barrier that it actually exists in real production. So we're going to be installing VirtualBox, and then on top of that VirtualBox, we'll be setting up this server. Now this server can be set up with many things. It can have Linux, many versions of Linux, and for us we're going to go ahead and be using Ubuntu 64-bit, and we're going to be setting up this server just like if it was an actual production server, so we can actually test out things and do a couple configurations to test out if this was an actual production server without actually being one. So this wall right here is really important. This is the kind of thing that what's it called? Zamp, right? Zamp and WAMP don't allow you to do because they don't have an SSH client. You can't install extra packages. I mean, you don't have a full Linux server. You just have these guys down here, which do a pretty good job as far as what they actually do. So let's go ahead and get started with this whole thing. Let's go ahead and get those requirements met so we can actually go on into configuring the server.